the security on leaving crypto in exchanges. I think people are always curious about not your keys, not your coins.
Yeah, I think you need to be careful, right? So, but again, that's getting better. I mean, it's funny, and that was one of the challenges we had at LMAX Digital. Like it or not, I had segregated bank accounts with, you name any one of the big banks. So my customers deposited their funds into segregated accounts, nice and easy. I don't have to be the bank. I never wanted to be the bank. I just wanted to build low latency technology and match buyers and sellers. Then you move into this crypto space and you have to suddenly build out a custodian. So people are concerned, how do I keep my assets safe and secure? It's difficult, and there's a whole range of it there. I think you have to do your research. You can't necessarily just trust every single exchange or platform out there with your keys. I happen to think, of course, you could trust LMAX Digital, so we sit on very large values of asset at any one time. But I think you have to do your research. And the good news about crypto, unlike fiat, of course, is if you don't like my security or someone else's security, take it yourself, right? Guard your private keys yourself. It's actually quite simple to do, right?
It's intimidating at first, but once you realize how easy it is, it really is quite simple. But I would imagine, and we've heard stories that for institutions, certainly one of the reasons that they were not in crypto for so many years was because, the custody headache. Trying to figure out where they could custody. They don't want to, how to split the private keys, if that's a thing, if there's insured custodians, things like that. But it seems like those issues are largely being sorted now.
Yeah, they're being sorted in one way, but let's be clear. I mean, ultimately, when you do the technical research, it's non-trivial to get started, but mostly the large custodians, you've seen the announcement for some of the banks, they arrive at similar solutions. So it's quite simple to keep it secure and lock it up. What's harder to do is to allow access for highly active traders, right? And to ease that settlement and payment flow. That's more difficult. And then the insurance is an interesting point, right? It's very simple. Don't assume you're covered by insurance.
Ever.
You can go and look at the documents, but the size of, they're all insured actually in the specie market. So how you insure gold, for example, it's the same market. That's very small, right? So it's only a fraction of the total coin in custody today is covered by that insurance. So don't rely on it. And I think when you see the institutions coming in, actually the reliance is on the balance sheet of the institution who's acting as the custodian.